Welcome back to the Crystal Palace save. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. You join us back here on Monday and we start with Spuds. It's actually a busy month. European football is back today. We also have the next round of the FA Cup against Manchester United away from home as well. And we've got Samsunspor in the round of 16 of the Europa Conference League, which is winnable to say the least. We are probably favourites for the competition as a whole. The board want me to win it, so I think we can. Manchester United, we played in the last episode and walked them by 4-0. We're in a run of very good form, actually, although we did struggle to a 0-0 draw against Brighton. Prior to that, it was a frustrating defeat to Aston Villa, but on the whole, we're on fire at the minute. We're losing on average once a month, which is absolutely fine by me. Currently sat third in the table. There are 10 games to go in the Premier League, but if we want to go all the way in the FA Cup and in the Conference League as well, then there's going to be significantly more than 10 games left remaining this season. But yes, win the Cup in the Conference League, reach the semi-finals of the FA Cup. We're currently in the 5th round of that, and obviously mid-table in the Premier League appears to be on course, to say the least. Currently sitting third, and it would hopefully trigger the finishing a UEFA Europa League spot, because we'd finish above a Europa League spot, I hope, unless it wants me to specifically finish 5th. Don't you dare finish top 4. I want you 5th to trigger that. Hopefully it will trigger regardless of whether we're in the top 4 or not. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save. I'd very much appreciate it. Your continued support on the channel over this launch period is very much appreciated. Do make sure you subscribe to the channel as well so you don't miss out on any more. Valencia to you later on this evening, of course, and join me live on stream as well, whether that be here on YouTube or over on Twitch or Kick. Links to which are in the description down below. Let's go and play Spurs. Spurs with Vicario in goal. Porro, Romero, Van de Ven and Mittelstadt. Kulusevski, Palhinha, Madison. And then Kudus, Kolomouani and Rafael Leao. Yikes. Rafael Leao with Javi Simons on the bench now for Spurs. Try to get this out wide. Yeremy Pino. A bit of footwork. Deliver across, which is really decent actually, and Van de Ven wins the header. Wharton looking for and finding Quinton Timber. Midfield 3 of Spurs is just sat there directly in front of me when we get into positions like that, but he's ridden the challenge well, Uche. But Vicario makes a very good stop to deny us the opening goal of the game. Pino delivers, and from the corner! Off the line by the defender. That was destined for the back of the net. It wasn't even the man that I was in control of that had the go. Mittelstadt isn't rapid, so, well, to be fair, not many people are as fast as Ismail Assar. It's a lovely ball in behind to find Curtis Jones, and Uche can't quite get to it. Timber brings it down awkwardly on his chest, but does get it under control and then gives it away. Well, we're on top side thus far, but it is getting a little bit pinball-y and a little bit end-to-end, and there's not really much quality on show at the moment. It's just a case of who can make the most of the other team's errors. Porro. That's nicely done. Really nicely done. Kudus. What can he do? Madison. Oh, okay. Wasn't ready for that turn. Kulusevski. Ooh, weird attempted finish. That little scoop. That was strange. He was in a position there to surely give that a bit of a thumping. He went for that strange scoop finish. Oh, there you go. Pedro Porro just didn't make the right decision there. Couldn't figure out whether to close someone down or try and go with the runner. Got to the ball there with Uche. This is the header. It came in from Diamande, I think it was. Yeah, the number 6. Diamande with a header. I was in control of Uche. But yes, correct decision. No goal. Man on the line with the clearance. Let's see if we can do it from this corner instead. No, keeper's made a very early decision to come for that. Looks like it's going to be 0-0 at half-time here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Quinton plays for me. Pedro Porro's positional decision-making has been really poor. That hit a hand. So we will get a free kick here. No one really has great free kick accuracy. 71 is the best we've got. And it would suit a right footer here. We'll try and catch the keeper out, actually. It's probably not going to work, but I'll give it a go. Oh, mate! The corner of bar and post, Ismail Assar nearly came out with an absolute belter there. That's very unlucky. Would have been one hell of a way to make the breakthrough in this fixture. Rafael Leao keeps it in play. Brilliant tackle by Malo Gusto. Half an hour to play here. Spurs making changes. Maddison off. And someone else on. He's going to go and walk towards the bench. That was a weird cutscene. Who's come on in his place? Xavi Simons. All right, fair enough. Colin Muani picked off. Xavi Simons. Oh, what an impact that would have been. Off the bench, nab the ball, and opportunistically slam it into the top corner. Very, very nearly. Quinton Timber on the break forward then. Again, Pedro Porro. He cuts in, tucks in, and tries to fill the void. And then it just leaves Yeremy Pino open so much. I haven't yet been able to actually properly punish him for being out of position in such a fashion. Willing Curtis Jones. Well, guess who it is? Ismail Assar to glory. Palace 1, Spurs 0. Could it have been anyone else? 19 goals in the Premier League this season. I really like Pedro Porro in real life, but he's been absolutely dirt in this fixture. Pino has beaten him again. Porro just gets back. Another change for them as they look to find an equaliser late on. Well, one Uche, but absolutely nowhere near the goal, unfortunately. But there is not long left for them to do anything here. And they've played that out short to Danso. 4 minutes added on at the end of the game, though. Not really sure why there's 4 minutes added on. We need to Brennan Johnson, who's off the bench. Dom Solanke, similarly so. We're slowing them up enough so far. Johnson. Kulu. Johnson. Oh, I thought for a minute it was just going to give a free kick. No, it's the final whistle that sounds. Johnson just had to shoot, otherwise the whistle would have gone without a chance on goal for Spurs. We get the 1-0 win. The unbeaten streak continues. The aim is hopefully to at some point replicate Palace's 19-game unbeaten streak in real life in all competitions. We are not close to it at the moment, but if we can, we'd be absolutely delighted to put together that sort of run of form. Currently, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games unbeaten in all competitions. Villa, the last defeat there. 10 games unbeaten. So we could, by the end of the season, beat Crystal Palace's current streak. But it's unlikely. Manchester United next in the FA Cup. Right, Manchester United, Lamens in goal. Dorgu Martinez. That's just going too quick for me to be able to read it. Bruno Fernandes is playing at cam. And Benjamin Sesko is up top at striker. Dorgu Martinez, Yoro Mazraoui, Barcola, Ugarte, Casemiro and Burmo. Not a bad team. But we battered the shit out of them yesterday, or in the last episode, last Friday. So we'll see if we can do so again. Obviously, with it being the Cup, we've changed a few of our starting lineup around. So Nketiah, Abdi, Essa, Rudoni, Richards, all into the starting lineup here. But still, we should be good enough to do something based on the performance the Man United put in last time we played them. Rudoni. Lots of red shirts here. Lots of space out wide, though. Ezal Zuli looking for Eddie Nketiah in the middle. To be fair, of the 3 strikers we have at the club, Nketiah is not the one to be playing aerial balls to, is he, really? Rudoni trying to get this on his left, but quite open up for me there. Quinton Timber. Could open up for him now, though. Wasn't very good when it did, unfortunately. We played, or they had Restes in goal against us last time. They've got Lamens on this occasion. They're got the old got your number in the commentary piece that Derek Ray etc would be using if we hadn't turned them off, because we beat Manchester United last time out. Hopefully we can do so again. No replays now obviously in the FA Cup, so it will be decided on this match day, but it does include extra time, unlike the Carabao Cup, which goes straight to pens. Essa to Jones. Nketiah. Oh, it's a lovely turn. Eddie Nketiah's away. Oof, we might not be able to play balls from out wide over the top and expect Eddie Nketiah to get on the end of the crosses. But neither Mateta nor Uche can turn like that. He offers a different alternative, Eddie Nketiah, and he's absolutely ruined Lisandro Martinez there. He needs new ankles. 1-0 Palace. Gusto into Jones and Jack Rodoni. Oh, it had to be better. There's so much room up there for Roman Essa. We could still have our lead by half-time. It was 0-0 at Old Trafford at half-time in the Premier League most recently. And then we came out this second half firing and scored two goals in quick succession at the beginning of the second half. That saw us then just ride the wave all the way to the full-time whistle and score 4 in total. Man United haven't looked likely of getting on the score sheet in this game so far. A lot of their players just been quite poor in the build-up and they've not really drawn a save out of Hendo yet. It's going to be 1-0 at half-time here, and I wouldn't be surprised if Man United don't score again in this fixture, just like they didn't in the Premier League one. Ref, you could play half-time whistle though, that would be great. Because, I mean, it's the 49th minute now. Never mind, Bruno's rubbish. Šeško, at the start of the second half, what have Manchester United got in the locker? Oh. A little bit of luck. If Bruno scores from here, I'll quit and they can have the win. Oh, that was close. Right, okay. Whoa. Chill, Bruno. Bloody Nora. And Burmo with the corner here for Manchester United. Šeško's up. Another good save by Dino to stop them from scoring. But, oh, mate. If Bruno had scored that free kick, I might have just retired from YouTube. That would have been unbelievable. Bruno's on a run of his own at the minute, but he's run into trouble. Here's Bradley Barkler now finding Bruno. And Šeško. And Dino's at it again. Eddie Nketiah is quite good at that close control, isn't he? Oh, good save, Lamans. I was trying to showcase it there with the quick turn and then getting away for the shot. Could have had a second. Half an hour to play. We're all right at the minute. Casemiro out to Mazraoui. Nice little dink. Šeško's got the physicality to cause any defender problems, but we have been able to deal with thus far. It's not quite going to reach. Oh, I tell you what. I hit a hand to Casemiro as well. Here's Zuli's done wonders there because it wasn't a great ball. Changes. I mean, Curtis Jones is saying goodbye to the whole bloody ground for some reason. We are away, mate, and you're former Liverpool. They're not going to be applauding you here, pal. Yashari snapping at the heels. Can't quite get the interception in. Barkler. Well done, Malagusto. Not so well done, Malagusto. Barkler delivers, and Burmo will not... Oh, Rudoni, that's not a great ball. Hendo to the rescue again. 7 to go. Shaw's off the bench for them now at centre-back, I think. Might even be playing at CDM, potentially. Bruno trying a little bit of trickery to get away. And then Burmo. 89th into the 90th minute. Gusto up. If that ball was more accurate, Šeško was surely going to score the header. Yashari in the way there, and I'm just going to pump this as far downfield as I can and hope that time runs out. We get to that. No, Luke Shaw does really well. But Burma going backwards might kill it here for Manchester United. It has indeed. We are through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Manchester United beaten again. This time by a goal to nil, not 4. But a win is a win. We'll take it. Europe on the way. So also through to the quarterfinals are Reading, Leeds, Spurs, Norwich, Wolves, Manchester City, ourselves, Port Vale as well. Port Vale of League One beat Oldham of League Two in the round of 16 of the FA Cup. Fair play to both of them for making it to this point. And shouts to Port Vale for getting to the quarterfinals. That's an unbelievable effort from them. New email from the Crystal Palace board. Oh, it's just prize money. That's fine. Right, okay. Samsunspor next then. Like I say, we'll sim the first leg, and the result of this will determine what games we play in the remainder of the episode. Because if we storm to a great victory here, then we won't need to do anything for the second leg. We could just play Leeds. That should do it. A 4-1 win away from home. Wharton, DSRC, Yeremy Pino and Diamande after they actually took the lead inside 2 minutes. Yeah, we'll play Leeds and we'll comfortably sim that second leg back at Selhurst Park. Oh, we're going to get the whoosh. Off to Selhurst Park again. I'm still trying to figure out who the other team is. Chelsea. I don't know. I'm trying to think who's over. It's Chelsea, Fulham. I'm still presuming it's Brentford. I presume it's Brentford that's over there. You can see the Chelsea players. You can't really figure out the other two. It gets too motion blurry. Regardless, we're at Selhurst Park. And I might as well just show you the Leeds lineup this way instead for now. Luca Perry in goal for them. 4-1-4-1. Bogle, Ampadu, Roden, Gunter. Or Gunter. Or... yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think German. Probably Gunter. Stash. James, Longstaff, Tanaka, Iwobi, and Okafor. Oh, I'm playing Romanessa, not... that's annoying. I was immediately looking for Ismail Assar there. Never mind, Romanessa's won it back. He could. Well, let's be honest, he's not going to force his way into the starting lineup ahead of Ismail Assar, but he could certainly be involved a little bit more regularly off the bench. Curtis Jones back to Timber. Luca Perry with a straightforward save. We are still looking to send Romanessa out on loan next year, if possible, to bring in another winger in the short term. We'll wait and see what happens on that front, but for the time being, Romanessa still gets quite a bit of squad football for us. Not sure how much he plays in real life for Palace at the minute, Romanessa. Noah Okafor is ruining me with his skill moves so far in this game, but thankfully we have gotten it back now. Gusto and Essa. Uche hold up the man. Tink it over the top for Essa. Can I find Curtis Jones here? Clinton's got some pace. Let's try Timber again. This time with a power shot, because he's got the power shot plus, as you can quite clearly see. That was struck very fiercely, but saved by the goalkeeper. Curtis Jones. Move for me, Roman. Never mind. Good header, but I'm not going to find anyone. Well, we're dominating, but we haven't scored. Diamande well out of position there, so we're going to have to try and slow them up now to allow him to get back to centre-back. Never mind. We've not only slowed them up, we won the ball back. Mainu. There's Alzuli on the drive towards the box here, rather than stay out wide. Uche. If only he could turn. Like Eddie Nketiah. It's definitely not something I ever thought I was going to say when I started this Palace career mode. Timber. Little 1-2. Looking for Uche. Round the corner. Just can't get away from Ethan Ampadu. We can't quite find the breakthrough here against Leeds, but I feel like it's coming. To be fair, we've done that at Cambridge for a few years. As you touch. Beautiful as Alzuli. Uche through the gap. Nobody really tracking the run. He's not got pace. Oh, and he so very nearly had the finish, but couldn't quite squeeze it in that top corner. Leeds are 19th in the table, and Daniel Farke's job was safe, according to the job market. So it looks like they could go down, and he might keep his job to try and bring them back up. But we'll wait and see what happens on that front. They might stay up. Who knows? It is quite tight down there at the bottom end of the table. This game has been, annoyingly, quite tight as well, but that would have been an unbelievable way to take the lead there with Uche. He had advantage there from a handball, but deflected the long pass. Isao Tanaka out to Iwobi. It's done me by just stopping moving. We'll have that with Curtis Jones, thank you. And Romanessa will get sent away on his way. They're starting to get a little bit more adventurous, Leeds, and it is probably going to cost them here. Ref! No, you can see the ref giving the old no penalty sign. Well, it'll be a Leeds goal, or it will be a 0-0 draw, because the time has gone from us now, and it will be... Actually, I'm not sure yet still. Aronson brings that down. And Longstaff. And Longstaff. Hendo. I'm spamming B. Malagusto had to take a touch first, apparently. Well, in the 97th minute, we keep the clean sheet. A defeat would have been absolutely devastating I mean, the draw is not particularly great either. Man United beat Aston Villa. I can't remember who else is around us challenging for that Champions League spot in the league. Have a quick look at the... oh, it's just going to be easier to do this. Quick look at the Premier League. So we're third still, just, despite that draw. A point clear of Arsenal, but 5 points clear of Aston Villa, who just lost to Manchester United. 6 points clear of Newcastle, and Spurs are now 11 points behind. So I think we will definitely have European football next year at Palace. But as was the case in the Valencia save in Season 1, we don't know whether it will be blue, orange or green European football. We hope at least orange via either a league finish or winning the Conference League. Homesick player. Malo Gusto is homesick apparently. Of course you are. Is it going to be the... yeah, do his favourite food thing? That's just an easy win there. You just have his favourite meal in the canteen and then he's happy again. Or at least he's not as miserable as he was. But, I mean, I signed him from Chelsea, so if he was going to be homesick, it would have happened a long time ago, wouldn't it, really? Samsunspor, it's 4-1 on aggregate. It's 8-3 by the end of it. We scored 4 goals twice, although we will be missing Diamande for the first leg of the next round there, as he got himself sent off for a second yellow card, which is not ideal. Vallecano are through against Kiev. Mainz are through against Shakhtar on penalties. Strasbourg knock out Alanyaspor. AEK Athens knock out Apoel Nicosia. Sparta Praha comfortably see off Lausanne Sport. Fiorentina see off Hajduk Split. And Stade Rennais very comfortably see off Jagiellonia from Poland. So still some stronger teams in the competition. But certainly we are still probably favourites for that competition as a whole. Leeds are who we've got in the next round of the FA Cup here now. So in the quarter-final we have Leeds United. So the first game of the next episode will be Leeds, as the last played game of this episode was Leeds. And it's Strasbourg that we have in the Conference League round quarter-finals. So again, we'll sim the first leg and that will decide whether we play the second leg or not. But with Newcastle, Manchester City and Liverpool also in the month of April, we're going to be getting close to the point, or we are going to be at the point where we're not doing a whole month per episode on the run in here, because quite frankly, we want a challenge for the champion. We want Champions League football. We want an FA Cup win, and we want the Conference League too. Diamande has been suspended, but that should just be for European football, and indeed it is. So that will be us for today then. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Do make sure you drop the video a like if you're enjoying. Do join me for Valencia later on this afternoon as well. 6 o'clock this evening. You'll find a Valencia video in your sub boxes. If not, I'll see you back here tomorrow for Palace once more. See you later.